Hello and welcome to another video about Cardano. In this video we talk about the latest price moves and developments of the Cardano price, and as always we also take a look at the Bitcoin price, because the Bitcoin price sort of moves the market. And yeah, a lot of you guys have requested another TA video. I did the Cardano 360 summary update. I listened to the video well, just a couple of hours ago, and their update, and then I did a summary for you guys, because not everybody wants to listen into 2 hours of that content. So I condensed it down to 10 minutes, but a lot of you guys wanted a TA update as well. So of course your wish is my command, and there we go. Thanks again for all these likes, all these comments. It really helps. Always a few dislikes, but they help the algorithm as well. So whatever you do, do something. Either hit the like button or the dislike button if you don't like the content, but luckily nobody's forced to watch these videos. So that is all fantastic. By the way, we're getting close to 5,000 subscribers. I suspect potentially on the weekend we could already get the 5,000. When that happens, I'll do a live stream and I'll do a 5,000 subscriber special, in which I'll talk a bit more about myself and the future of this channel and my plans. So stay tuned for that, and let's take a look first on the Bitcoin chart. So where are we? We're currently dropping a little bit. This is the 1 hour chart. Prices come from Coinbase. We can see again in white. I changed the color a little bit. Let me know if that works for you guys. Change the color of that ascending wedge here, in which we've been trading, the white one, bearish pattern again. And yeah, we're actually breaking out to the downside at the moment out of this ascending wedge, which I believe, from my point of view, is a good and a bad sign. So a bad sign in terms of, you know, the prices are going down a little. Yes, and there could be a little bit of a further sell-off. On the other hand, I think that's actually good, because, you know, as long as you trade in this ascending wedge, and because it is a bearish pattern, not sure if that is really good news if we're trading all the way up, you know, in a bearish pattern. So at the moment, I'm actually not too, you know, dissatisfied that we're breaking out to the downside, even though, of course, it is not great for the price and for the short term. However, I genuinely believe that Bitcoin needs to sort of not do a proper sell-off, but needs to do a little bit of a correction. We didn't really have these corrections. We had small consolidations, but you know, after having these price increases in such a short period of time, there are a lot of people who want to take profit now. A lot of people bought at 30,000 or 35, you know, and they just get a bit nervous now. And the sellers seem to be winning at the moment. And if you listen to other YouTube videos, you generally get the sense of that it's changing all a little bit at the moment. But I wouldn't be worried. And personally, and you know, this channel is about long-term holding. I'm not advising on any day trading or anything, or even swing trading. I'm not doing that. If I do trading, I've got a small trading portfolio as well. Then I buy and still hold for a longer period and then sell. But my actual main ADA portfolio and other cryptos, that is all stored on my Trezor. So that is why I'm not really affected by any of these price moves, but we like to take a look at these prices, and you guys want to learn about them. What we can see is something very interesting here on the 1 hour chart. First of all, we continue to trade within this broadening wedge. Again, another bearish pattern, and we are below all the moving averages here now on the hourly chart, and we've had bearish crossover, and you can see that these bearish crossovers here, where the shorter term moving averages are crossing the longer term, led to a small sell-off here. This candle here, you can see that hourly candle. I mean, not a massive drop, but we've actually dropped from 47,181 down to 46,807 in that candle, and then even further in the other candle. But what we can see here clearly, and just a little bit of chart education here, we saw this doji here. That's called a doji, where not exactly a doji, but very close to one. So a doji is basically where the opening and the close price of one candle, so within 1 hour, is virtually identical. You still have a little bit of a small body here at this one, but you have these shadows down here and up there, or wicks they are called as well. Basically the tolerance within this or the bandwidth within which the price moved in that hour. And you can clearly see that they are nearly the same length. So the bears and the bulls were really fighting about what's going on and what's happening. What you can, again, it tells a story, doesn't it? Because you can see that we're pretty much trading on a horizontal line here. Very interesting. You don't get that very often, really on a horizontal line, really on this 46,800 or so. And we're just trading here on this horizontal line. And this just shows that there is so much uncertainty in the market, and people don't really know which way it will go. So the bulls and bears are fighting at the moment. We can witness here on the 1 hour chart. And if you have something like that, where the price went up and down, but it closed in the middle, that really signals uncertainty. But it's actually also a trend reversal candlestick. So that is why we saw basically it going down and then going up a little bit, but obviously just a little bit. So you can see there is a lot of uncertainty, and that green candle was just followed by an engulfing red candle again. And we just, it's so hard to say now what's going to happen. Unfortunately, we are below these moving averages here on the hourly chart, and looking just at the hourly, I think, sort of, because they are all going down at the moment, these moving averages, and at times they provide support and resistance as well, it could actually push the price down a little bit more. So we need to be careful and need to understand that could be coming. Price could go down a little bit more. We're still here on the hourly in the bearish zone below 50 on the RSI. And the problem is, if you're in a bearish zone here and the moving averages are going down, it signals a negative or a downtrend. And bear in mind, this is only on the hourly, so it's like very short term. So nothing really to worry about. However, what we can also see on the hourly, the MACD is making a bullish crossover, which is a small buy signal. So I just wanted to mention that. But generally, I believe it's going down in the short term. It looks like that. And also we are trading below this ascending wedge now. So even if we go up a little bit, it's not really, I don't think that we'll really see a big breakthrough to the upside at the moment. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it might go down a little bit more. What else? We have a look at the 4 hour chart of Bitcoin before we then go down to take a look at ADA. But again, here we can't really see a lot happening. What will be coming probably very shortly is that we have another bearish crossover here of the 20 and the 50-day moving averages on the 4 hour chart as well, which could potentially be a sell signal as well and push the price down a little bit more. The last thing I want to show you is where could we be heading, and for that I'm going to take a look at the daily chart, and for that we're going to take a look at the we are using the Fibonacci retracement zones. And the way to do that, we take here in TradingView the Fibonacci Fib retracement. We start at the beginning of our uptrend here on the 20th of July. Look at the lowest point, and we go up to the swing high here, and it's pretty much where we are. Normally I take the length of the wick as well, and there you go. These are your Fibonacci retracement levels, where you can basically, people orient themselves where the price could be heading in a retracement. And the next retracement zone, the next retracement zone that we have here is at 45,500. You can see that here, 45,500, just below the 200-day moving average. I genuinely hope that we will hold at least the 200-day moving average. That would be an important zone, because you can clearly see here we really moved up very quickly. Yes, we had here a consolidation. So again, just want to mention that there's no reason to panic, because we also have these consolidations all the time. So even then, when we had a massive uptrend, we dropped like 10%, guys. So people are always panicking also now, but we haven't even seen the 10%. Or have we seen them? Let me just check. We're currently at not even 10%. So I mean, it's always difficult, but guys, we had that before, a 10% sell off, and then we moved to a new high, right? So honestly, just something that I see now, looks like another broadening wedge here. Again, bearish, but it might not be one. Just spotted that, but is not really one. This one is, and yeah, we're pretty much trading in that on the 4 hour chart as well. But yeah, I just only spotted that now. But anyway, what did we talk about? Oh yeah, so first Fibonacci retracement level at 45,000, next one at 42,000. These are the levels we could drop down to next. And then we've got the 0.5, which is pretty much at 40,000. So watch out for these levels. I don't think there'll be an immediate boost to the upside. It's just looking how we are currently losing momentum. But also bulls and bears are still fighting. And I just want to repeat, this doesn't mean that this is now the beginning of the bear market. By all means, it's not, because we can clearly see here on the weekly, which is just like the longer term trend, we can see that the RSI is going up again. Yes, we've been making lower lows as well, but we have a bullish crossover on the MACD, and we're just about to turn green on the awesome oscillator, which are normally considered buy signals as well. This is on the weekly, so for me, the longer term trend is still bullish, especially because we are trading above the 200-day moving average, which is down here, and it's going up. So all the moving averages, the 50-day is going up as well. However, the 20 is going down. So we want to avoid that on the weekly we see bearish crossovers. That wouldn't be great, I must admit. So let's go to ADA finally. Sorry if it took a bit longer. Let's take a look at ADA. Selling off at the moment right as we do this video. Not fantastic, not great. Well, it's good for any long-term holder because you can get prices cheaper. Please don't panic. We can see currently, you can clearly see that here, how we had lost momentum. Now it's went down and it's going steeper now. So you can see that we had the price go down, big candles, a weak consolidation in the downtrend. You can clearly see that the buyers weren't very strong and the sellers now pushing through these levels. And you guys want to know where we could be heading, but when you see this video, it could already be over yet, this sell-off. But bear in mind, we saw in the last bull market, we saw sell-offs of 30% before we moved to new highs. No reason to panic, but eventually everybody needs to come to their own conclusions, need to make their own decisions. So again, we are taking a look at the from here, we are taking a look at the beginning of that impulse here. Take a look at the Fib retracement on the 1 hour. That wouldn't be great. We take a look at the daily. Make that a bit smaller here. And what I like to see is that we need to zoom in first a little bit. We start at the beginning of the impulse down there. So take the Fib retracement, begin down here, move to our high somewhere here, and then we can see where possible support levels line up with this Fibonacci retracement. Now what we can see here is that we've got the next one is here. It needs to be a bit smaller, sorry about that. So we've got the 250 level, which we've just broken, unfortunately, but maybe it's not over yet. Maybe we can basically hold that level. That's the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, generally a weak one. Most major retracements go down to 0.5 or 0.618. So if we talk about that, we could go down to $2, which is the 0.5, or 0.618, which is the 177 at the moment. What I think is likely, and that's only my point of view, I think we might go down to somewhere around 220. This is the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. And I do that because I believe that we are in a longer term uptrend for Cardano. And I just don't think that we will drop below the 0.382. I don't think that we will drop below this swing high that we had here, which is pretty much at that level. And you can clearly see that the 0.382 at the time provided a resistance level as well. If we drop below that, that wouldn't be great, honestly. But this should really provide a good support level here around 220, and it lines up pretty closely with that support level here, the 220, the line, which is basically, yeah, if it is very close to each other and if they sort of align, I think that is really strong. So I personally would expect now that we could go down to 220, because as well, what we have here as a support on the daily is the 20-day moving average. So personally, I would prepare for that. That is what I would expect. If we go down much further, it would generally surprise me at the moment, but nothing is impossible. And we talked about a sell-off that did happen of 30% before. So how much would that be? Let's just take a look. That is, so 30% would be down to $2. But yeah, if we land somewhere here, we look at 25%. I think that is reasonable to expect. We just moved up very fast. And we want to get down quickly. Believe me, we want to go down quickly in a quick move so that we have enough time before the 12th of September to see another move to above $3. I still believe that we should see above $3 before the 12th of September. I hope that. Yes, of course, it's a little bit biased, but you know, and even if you don't, I'm a long-term holder. We try to make sense here of the price moves, but we can see that the red candles are really strong. Just showed you these trend lines. I just showed you these trend lines that that are getting steeper and steeper, and the candles here are getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, be prepared for some moves. What isn't great here is that this red candle is bigger than the other one. So huge sell-off at the moment with 9% to the downside. We want to, you can prepare for a possible trend reversal again to the upside when these red candles are getting smaller. I mean, I'm only on the daily now. Maybe let's take another quick look on the 4-hour one. You can clearly see here, the reason why we not dropped very fast was we broke below the 20-day, no, sorry, the 50-day moving average. Now landed on a support level here at 255. Yeah, we bounced off that. But yeah, as I said, I think we go down to this point. What was that? Which level was that? 220, around 220, I think. That's my guess at the moment, because there will be this moving average on the daily as support, and we've got the moving average. We've got the Fibonacci retracement level as well, and then hopefully the faster that goes down, in my opinion, the quicker we can expect a quick recovery to the upside as well, and a bounce possibly to the upside. And if you want to, if you are, you know, honestly, if you are in ADA for the long run, then be happy about these things. Honestly, be happy about them, because it gives you the chance to buy some ADA quicker and, you know, and at a cheaper rate. Because why do you want to buy at high prices? I mean, if you bought at high prices, I understand you're a bit worried now, but you know, for me, if you understand the project, you probably are convinced that Cardano is great, and then it shouldn't worry you if prices fluctuate, which is just natural in the crypto market. So we just need to understand that. I just want to reinforce that. All right, I think that's it for today. I hope you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.